Hey guys, it's Alejandro for Premium Beat. Today I want to talk to you guys about the AL-M9 portable diffused light. This little thing right here is $45. It's not very expensive, and it's not only just the light. It also comes with this mount here, which has an attachment for a cold shoe. And if not, you can use the quarter 20 thread to mount on a cage like I've done. And it also comes with these gels. So you got your blue, you got this sort of like parchment paper one for a more diffused look, and then you got this tungsten one, which you can switch out whenever you want for like a different color temperature. It's got the on-off switch, and it's got a plus and minus button to adjust the temperature. So that's minus, and then that's the highest one. It has 9 levels of light adjustment, so you can really just either choose like a super low setting if you're shooting outside and you just want a little bit of light to maybe fill in some shadow, or if it's a little bit darker, you can step that up. You can do however you want. And the cool thing is that it saves your setting when you turn it off, which is really great. Some of the other lights might not do that. So if you leave it on the lowest setting or on the highest setting, when you turn it back on, it's right where you left it, which is really cool. The other thing that this light does is, like I already said, it has the gels. So it has these, it has 9 SMD LEDs right here. And this little cover right here, this little plastic cover, does a great job of diffusing it. But if you want to change the color temperature, let's say you're shooting indoors and you want just a more sort of tungsten yellow orange look, more subdued, a little bit more moody, then you could just throw this gel on it, and it has this more, I don't know if you can see, it has this more like yellowed look to it, as opposed to just a white light right here, just a clean white light. When not using any of the gels, this light is rated for 5600K, which stands for kelvins, and that is equivalent to a daylight temperature. And you'll get more of that clean white look if that's what you're shooting for. If not, you can go for the blue gel or the tungsten gel for a warmer look. So this light right here has about an hour and a half of battery, and it takes somewhere between an hour to an hour and a half to charge it. I charged it from 0 to full the other day, and the LED indicator never went from red to blue, so I wasn't able to tell how long exactly it took. But I'd venture to say it's somewhere between an hour and a half to get the full battery again. And when it is low battery, it has a status LED on the side that will flash red. It's right over here. When it's in operation, it'll just be a solid blue color. It doesn't have a battery level indicator like some of the other lights do, which would have been nice. But again, this is only $45, so you get what you pay for, and it's pretty good at what it does. And those extra features, that's something that you can get on a more expensive light, and it's not exactly a deal breaker for me. But let's say if you're shooting for an hour or two, or maybe longer, and you're using this light, most people would like to know how much juice they got left, and with this one, you don't really know until it's low. So maybe you can time it out and see how long you have left. So right now, I'm not shooting with any lighting, just the daylight back here, and I have this LED neon thing back there, and then I have just this like practical light just put on real low. And so if I throw the light on it, which I'm about to do, I'm gonna put this on the cage, and this is what it looks like when it's turned on. And so right now, it's at the highest setting, I think. And so this is the lowest setting, which is not much of a difference from before, but if I put it somewhere between the lowest and the highest, somewhere like that maybe, yeah, so that looks pretty good. And obviously, like, if you're wearing glasses, you're gonna get that glare, so I'll just go ahead and take those off. I mean, you can see there's more detail on my face, the shirt, the colors are popping. I wore this colorful shirt so you can see how much it affects it. And yeah, before my face was kind of like in a shadow, you couldn't really see much detail, and now it's perfectly lit, um, and it's just with one light. So this is the light with the blue gel on, and it's a little bit cooler. It's not super cool. It's not super blue, but it's a little bit softer, and some of the blues on the shirt are popping. And it's nice shooting in this environment right here with the daylight coming in. It's very subtle and it's a clean look. I like it a lot. I still get a lot of detail on my face, and it looks pretty good. But if you want a warmer look, then you can just take it off. And there you go. Now you can really tell the difference. This is much more yellow, warmer tungsten look. I don't know if it works quite well with this setup, but if I didn't have the daylight on and I was shooting at night and I wanted more of a moodier kind of look, this is probably what I would go for. So if you don't like the gels that you get with this light, you can just make your own from folder dividers or other like thin sort of color pieces of plastic, and you can get more colors like green or red or maybe like a much stronger blue. And so that's totally up to you if you want to sort of like expand the range of this light. Um, like I said, this light only has the daylight color temperature, so you really have to carry around your gels if you ever need to shoot in different situations. At only $45, there are better lights on this list, but I think the AL-M9 is the perfect balance between price and functionality, and it's one of the biggest reasons why I chose it. But if you want to future-proof your gear kit, you may want to go for a more expensive light with more lights, bigger brightness setting, and maybe adjustable color temperature, and that's totally fine. But if all you can afford right now is a $50 light, I think this is an excellent piece of kit.